Well, I think the first impressions, I'm pleased that we didn't have anyone injured. We went through spring without any serious injuries. We had a couple guys that couldn't go today that we wanted to really see, but they couldn't go today because of a little, owie. But we can stand with that and whatnot. I think our best football definitely is in front of us. We're very, very green on both sides of the ball. I like the way we ran to the ball on defense. We came off blocks on defense. On the flip side of it, offensively, we're light years away. We need to be, especially with the schedule that we have. We're still toying a little bit with the personnel, and that's going to be a big deal for us. Is exactly, who and what goes where. I mean, so we need to put that together. Right now, I mean, I see some glimmers of there's some people there. I was just trying to come out of the spring, find out who's going to be there on the depth chart, whatnot. And I think we've solidified a couple positions, but there's still a ton of them wide open. If it was free agency, and like in the NFL, there's a lot of areas that we'd have to fill right now, and the draft wouldn't do us any good. So we need a little overhaul. But I tell you what, I do like our attitude on this football team has really been good. We got good senior leaderships. We got good kids. We're not big. We're not fast, but we need to be able to think on our feet. That's what I like about game competition, is kids have to have what I call athletic aptitude, and some of them you can see some of them have it, and some just don't have it. So they have to go on what we call rote memorization, and it's just repetition. They're going to get that. They're going to get a lot of that during the summer, and hopefully we got to get ready to open up with a tough schedule.
Hey, Coach, I know in a spring game when you're playing inter-squad, interceptions are good and bad. You're happy for your defense. I know you don't want your offense to throw them, but I know Eric Lewis kind of set the tone with the pick six early.
Well, no question about that. I mean, it was an errant throw. It was the throw that should not have been made. But on the flip side of it, every quarterback, he's going to live on the edge. Every quarterback, he's going to have to learn to stick the ball in there and throw the daylight. But yet on the flip side of it, I was disappointed not so much on the interception. I was disappointed in the fact that we didn't cover it. In fact, the drill we practiced just the other day. In fact, this spring we had a lot of practice on it, and that's not good. In terms when you and that you need to learn to cover that, because those guys, as I tell them, there are only a couple guys on the interception that can make the tackle, and those guys need to be there, and that's a drill that we work on. And so I was a little disappointed with that, but yet on the flip side, I'm not too discouraged with what we did not do on offense, because there are a lot of things we haven't done yet and added in the spring. So hopefully the summertime will make us a better football team.
Last question for me. I saw Dane Altamont made 3 real nice catches, including a touchdown. Tell me about Dane's performance today in this spring game, and maybe a couple of other players that you think shined and maybe solidified themselves a little bit.
Well, I really liked the play of Tyron Arsenault in the offensive line. He was a guy that was battling for a position. I liked his play in the offensive line, his tenacity. I like the way that let's see, what's his name? Sage Mulkey, our linebacker. I like the way he flew around on defense, and Connor Smith had 2 linebackers, and as a tandem, that's something we haven't had in the past is 2 linebackers that
what numbers are those guys?
47 and 34, okay. And 2 linebackers that actually fly to the ball, whatnot, and they can do that, and that's impressive. Where we're light and where we're right now, where we're light and where we're thin, I think in the secondary, I think our secondary stepped up, and our secondary, when they were in the right spots most of the time. And that was impressive with Jordan, favorite naturally, Eric Lewis and whatnot. Connor Western is Connor Western is the headhunter, and he likes to fly up there and make plays. And so I was very, very pleased with those guys on the defensive side. And I really thought our defense flew around quite well. They didn't stay blocked, and that's all we ask of them. But on the flip side of that, how good is our defense, and where is our offense right now? And our offense is light years away. We don't have the 5-guy combination that we need up there yet, and we need to get better on the offensive line.